How are you all? I hope you all are safe and you're all doing great. I was praying for all of you, and I'm so glad that I want to make this wonderful video to the must things you have to do before you restart your practice, or if you have already started, these points are going to be very useful to you. Please watch this video fully. So I thought I will do a live session. You can share this video also. I'm going to give a lot of practice management, business tips. Pandemic situation. Pandemic situation is a very horrible situation. Pandemic situation for any business is a cash flow problem. The cash from the customers are not going to reach to us because the customers are not coming to our practice or business where our money transactions are not happening. So today in this video, I want to give you some practical tips what you have to do to solve your cash problem. How many of you are excited that you have to solve this problem? I know many of you are already having cash issues. You don't have enough money in your hands to pay your last month's rent or this month's rent. I know some people, you are thinking, I have few money left with me, but that will not last longer for more than next 2 months. What will happen if the next pandemic lockdown comes? What should I do? So I am going to give you some things which you have to do presently and some things which you have to do in a slow manner for a long-term solution, as a long-term solution. So the first thing I just want to inform you, educate you is that you should understand this is a cash flow problem. You should make sure the cash in your business should keep flowing towards you. Okay, what is a cash flow? If a customer is taking a treatment from you, he will pay you for your professional services and you make that treatment available to him. So if the patient is paying you immediately, it's a positive cash flow. If the patient is telling, I will give you later, then it becomes the sale has happened, the transaction has happened, you have delivered the service, but you have not received your money. But you have to pay your salary, you have to pay your rent, you have to pay your electricity bill, maintenance, repairs. Where you will go if the customer is not paying your money? You cannot take or borrow from somebody else and pay that money towards your necessities. Okay, so you should understand this, that the positive cash flow cycle means, first of all, in any transaction going to happen in your clinic, you should not give any loan to patient, which means you should collect the money either before the service or immediately after the service. So this is the one important tip you should understand so that the money comes to you. Okay, how else you can solve your money problem? That is what I am going to tell you. So right from the basics we start. I have taken some notes for you all. So I am going to give you some nice valid points. The first thing is, lot of people are not aware that your clinic is open. So we have to notify the public that you are open for dental services and your services are following the COVID-19 protocols, that you are following the hand washing protocols, mask protocols, room sterilization protocols, PPE protocols and all that. We are following all these protocols meticulously. But do you know that more than 60% customers are not coming to take treatment? It is not because of money problem. It is because of the fear that patients are fearful that they should not get COVID if they go out. So as much as possible, when a telephone rings to your clinic or your practice, make sure before you talk to the patient, get the basic information like their name and details and tell them, ma'am, we are following the COVID-19 protocols. And what are the protocols you are following? Whether you are following an appointment based practice, whether you are following all the physical protocols, ask for the COVID history, the vaccination history and everything. And even you can assure them that regularly your staff temperatures are monitored, your staffs are vaccinated, or whatever you want to update to the patient can be given. This is one important thing you all need to convey to your patients, that the COVID protocols are in place. That is the first thing. The first thing is the patient should know that the clinic is open for treatments and availabilities of all the facilities. Second thing is you should also inform the patient that the COVID protocols are being followed. If you have an appointment system and you're sending an SMS, please mention this very clearly. That is the first thing. So the second thing is you should understand where you can inform your patients through SMS. There are SMS marketing platforms available. If you have the numbers of your existing clients, you can forward a good message to all of them that saying that you are open for business and you are following all the COVID protocols. If you have email IDs, you can forward it to your email of your customers. Third thing is your website. Your website is now going to play an important role. Dear friends, if you are a new practitioner, you should always go for a website immediately. So your website should have the pop-up which says that you are in safe hands or you are following the protocols. You can in fact show a video or some kind of pictures how you are doing this. And fourth thing is you can use the social media page of your hospital about the various protocols you are following. So this is also going to be very important. And even in fact the telephone receptionists have to be trained to tell the patients whom they are calling that the COVID protocols are in place, so please try to follow all this. So this is the most important thing you should do. Once the client comes to your office, please preach and please do what you are preaching. That is what, please practice what you are preaching, I can say. Please follow it meticulously. It should not be in words or just for the sake of telling, but it should be in real thing. In our clinic, we give head caps, we give disposable gloves, transparent gloves to the patient wherever the touch points are there. We take meticulous pulse oximeter readings, ask for the vaccination history, tell them to sign a COVID consent form, and also we make sure we make sure that the protocols are in place. So the second thing is once the patient comes to you, the main thing is you need a proper team to handle your patients. You know, somebody should be dedicatedly there in the reception. So before the patient comes, please make sure you have a briefing session, a training session for your receptionist who is there in the reception table about these important things which I am telling you. Okay. The third thing, that is the main thing, because your team has to be brought in. You know, you have to talk to your people about the difficulties of wearing a PPE, motivate them. You know, people, the girls or the boys are there, they don't like wearing a PPE, about the disposable of PPEs, mask protocols, everything you can tell your dear team. You know, team is very important. Encourage them, make sure their morale is not down, and ask them very honestly that whether they are going to continue the job or whether they have any other plans. You know, some people from outstation, if they are with you, you know, they may like to go back to see their parents, or they may like to go back permanently. You know, there is one thing which you should avoid in your practice right now is surprise. You know, don't entertain any surprises from anyone, not even from patients, not even from staff, or don't give any surprises to your own self. The third thing I want to give you is assess your cash levels. You know, as I told you, pandemic situation is a cash issue problem. The cash has to be, take a notebook like this, write down what is the liquid cash you have in your bank account. Number one, if you have any fixed deposits, write down what you have. You know, you have to write down how much gold you have, so that if in case of emergency you want to liquidify any money you need, you have to know, you know, where your cash is. Okay, cash doesn't mean that whatever is there with the bank alone. Cash is also things like gold, things like you might have given some borrowing money. You know, people, you would have given your money to somebody and you would have forgotten. Remember all that and write it down. And also there are some people who have to owe you money. You know, some patients have to owe you money. Call them and tell them that you have to pay your proper dues. You know, when you ask only, you will get. So people who ask will always get. So I would request you to put phone calls, follow them up, especially orthodontic patients and all that. One thing I just want to tell you is that in commonly accounts payable also have to be written, like whom you have to pay. You might have purchased a lot of materials before the pandemic for the dental dealers, from the dental labs. make a list of everything. For this lab, how much I have to give, for this dealer, how much I have to give, for this person, how much I have to give. Write down everything and make a plan. Please don't keep all the cash with you. Try to pay them out even now, because they are also having cash issues, they are also having money problems. So you have to help each other. We all have to help each other. If you receive money from your borrower, you have to pay your money to your borrower. Even if it is a small amount, also people will accept. But no money, no payable, no payment, it is going to hurt your suppliers, your lab people. So please don't make them come again and again. Call them and tell them, I have 5,000 with me, I pay right now, give me some 5 days time, I'll pay the rest. I am going to follow a protocol where every Saturday I'm going to pay my lab. I used to pay once in a month, but right now I have decided every month, every weekend I'm going to pay my lab a couple of thousands, like 10,000 or 15,000 or 20,000, whatever I can pay that week. So that is the decision I have taken. The second decision I have taken is I am going to pay back all my suppliers, the people who are paying me, the people who are giving me materials like dental suppliers. Today you give the material, I will send a payment by today evening or tomorrow or within 1 or 2 days time. That's all. Because now we have less staff. You don't have time to go through your accounts again. Kisko dena hai, kisko nahi dena hai, and all that. So I would request you to please clear it off then and there, so that for a bigger amount it is okay. For smaller amounts of less than 10-15,000, pay off everything immediately, and please make sure you don't run into trouble. Okay, so accounts payable, accounts receivable, and upcoming payments. The third thing I want to tell in the finance thing is upcoming payments, like आपका गाड़ी का insurance is coming, your health insurance is due, your some maintenance is going to come, something or the other, where bulk of money has to go. So that thing also you have to remember. Okay, like your LIC might be premium may be due. Okay, your health insurance, anything where you have to write down the date and calculate. Suppose 6 months may I have to pay 1 lakh for a premium. You have to know that this 1 lakh divided by 6 months, whatever money around 15-20,000 you are supposed to take from right now, so that at the end of the 6th month you will have that money to pay. If you are good enough, if your cash flow is good, put an RD where you will get a little bit of interest, and all that. Maybe after a year you have to pay something, start putting RD. I was doing like that for my income tax payment. Month on month I put some money in the bank, so that at the end of the year I have some money to pay for my income tax. And I also want to tell you that even you can pay your income tax also monthly. You can pay advance tax and all that. So the fifth point I want to tell is, don't give credits. This ortho patients, don't tell them I'm charging 20,000, pay me 2,000 every month. I'm going to tell you, this is going to be in a bigger trouble. You are going to be in bigger trouble. Please charge them as per your wish and try to take the money in advance. And if you tell my patients are not like that, not like your patients are, they will not give to me like that, you are not good in selling. If you are telling me like this, you are not good in selling. You should know how to communicate. You should know how to give offers. Please try my boot camp, which is so useful. Your cycle of cash flow will increase because of the conversation skills with your patient. The communication skills are very important while conversing with patients. Also, if you are charging less, this is the time to start charging more. At least if you are charging, your charges should at least 10,000 rupees extra. Suppose you are charging 20,000 for ortho, charge 30,000. If you are charging 30,000 for orthodontics, charge 40,000. Implants, anything, any treatment you are doing, raise the charges, do a good service, try to take the money in advance. Raise the charges, do a good treatment, try to take the money in advance. If you don't know how to take in advance, sir, I have never done this. I always take in installment, because see, that is a poverty mentality. You think patients are objecting, will go away if you take the money in advance. That is wrong. You should know how to sell your pricing. Okay, and as I told you, keep some liquid cash with you for emergency expenses. Okay, the most important thing which we all are facing the problem is, because when things are going okay, we don't take efforts to take some money and put it for a emergency fund. At least we should have 9 months money, 9 months emergency money, fixed cost money. Suppose your electricity, rentals, staff salaries coming to 1 lakh per month, you should have 10 lakhs separately for that purpose only, so that for anything goes wrong in that next 9 months, you can at least survive by paying your rental, you can survive by paying your rental and electricity and all that. So this is the thing you should understand. Okay, the last thing which I want to tell is some few tips which I want to give you quickly. Sorry for the disturbance. The few things I want to give you is increase your time available in business. Yes, some people, I want to tell you, you cannot work like the way you are working before. मैं शाम को ही जाता हूँ, फिर मैं दिन में ये करता हूँ. Please, it is not like that. Try to understand. Make your availability full day, even Sunday also. Because if you are having money problem, you have to spend more time and make sure your availability to your patients is more. Because you cannot be in the comfort zone and think your problem will be solved automatically. You have to solve your problem. The second thing is make more conversions. Don't just allow the patients to come, ask for the money, ask for the treatment. When you tell the money part, they will go away, which means you are doing wrong. Okay, there is a natural tendency. If at least 80-90% of your patients are taking treatment, it's okay. But if almost 50% people are living without treatment, the problem is not with them, the problem is with you. So please understand that. And even if patients are not taking treatment from you, you should know why he has not taken the treatment. The 4 things which are very, very essential for people taking treatments are only 4 things which I want to tell you. The first thing is the need. If need is there, he will definitely do. The second thing is affordability. 100% money affordability should be there for any patient to take your treatment. The third thing is the patient have to have a desire. Need is there, but desire should be there. If you are feeling hungry, okay, when you're feeling hungry, the desire also should be there. Chalo main khana jaake khaunga, like that kind of attitude should be there. The fourth thing which you need to know which you should know is the people have to understand the usability. Usability. They should know that whatever they are doing, the treatment is going to be very useful for them. That you should understand. So the few other tip is, don't buy anything new now. Don't buy any new material. Don't buy any new products. Save that money. After you save your emergency fund, you buy anything you want. After you have money with you for your emergency funds, then you can purchase your products. Okay. So the other thing I want to tell is, check your stock level. What are the stocks you have? If you have implants with you, try to do some campaigns for your implant stocks and try to clear them off. Try to clear them off and liquidify your stock into money. If stock is there as an implant or some kind of product with you, please try to understand that it's not going to help you in solving your money problem, but you need to understand that stock has to be moved from your cupboards to the patient's mouth, whether it be a cement also, anything, anything. You just open your clinic and see what stock you have, what materials are there which are sucking the money. So you should understand that. So don't buy anything in bulk also. Now the offers will come. There will be a lot of offers, people will be coming. They will say, sir, if you buy this, buy that. People will try to call and push you unnecessary things which you don't need. Okay, don't buy anything like that. Buy things which are only needed and pay immediately to them, and don't keep any credit, and try to get more money through the means of communication skills, charge more, give a good service to your clients. So this is the tip. So as I told you, the final thing is you should try to learn some new skills. If you are not placing implant, learn implantology and place implant. If you don't know composites properly, learn composites and you can do. If you don't know veneers, learn veneer techniques properly and do. If you don't know photography, learn photography. Try to take good photographs, use them as your marketing tool, and please make more money out of it. As I can tell you, the more you learn, the more you earn. You know, it is not by saving money or running for money. It is the income level which you have to increase. You know, the capability, the best ability one can have is your income ability. Your income earning ability has to be increased by improving your skills. This is the time. If you have money, join. A lot of courses are available. Even we are giving our boot camp. Our boot camp is available for a sale, for especially for this pandemic situation. If you like what I've said so far, please, I will put the link in the comment section. Please click the link and you can go and purchase the boot camp and understand the essentialities of running a successful practice. Whatever tips I've told you are consolidation of what I teach in boot camp. In boot camp, everything is elaborate. You can read in your own time. It is a recorded lecture, so you can go and it's chunk. It's a 10-minute chunk video, so you can watch. You can bookmark it and you can watch it later also. So, dear friends, I hope my last 10-15 minutes is quite useful to you. Follow all the ideas I've given you. Please go through the video again and share the video if you like it. Put your valuable comments and please go and check my bootcamp also. It will be very useful to you. This time lot of people have purchased. Last year bootcamp, last year COVID situation, lot of people purchased and they have got new ideas, new energy, new positivity to overcome this pandemic through a positive way. You know, we just cribbing about pandemic is not going to help. Be positive and take some action. I am so glad that you watched my live video so far. Thank you for all your support. Please pray for me. I'm praying for you. God bless all of you. Thank you so much. God bless you.